the campus of the University of Arkansas, and this is what they call a chamber. Anywhere that you can hear this or see this in the state of Arkansas, you've got time to get catcher Ethan Gardner, the left fielder. I've got to go through my numbers to remember where. Starting the game, 2 straight balls by Keelan Hodge of Junction City. Up for Woodlawn is Jaden Maines. And I think they're going to make him throw a strike before they swing at anything. That's the normal way, and he still hadn't thrown a strike. 3-0, which is the expected. You're playing for a state championship game.
Andy, I think you're right. You know, you want to settle in there and wait for a strike. Obviously struggling here at a 3-0 count. We'll see if he delivers, and that catches the outside corner.
There has to be a battle of nerves for both teams playing for a state championship. I've never done it, but I can imagine that there is a battle of nerves. That one's popped back out of play.
You know, and you look at Hodge starting out 3-0 and now has the count full, so he's able to battle back now and hopefully at least get the ball in play and maybe get an out for Junction City.
Well, one thing about it, I don't think either of these teams have a problem with injuries right now, and there's another one popped down the right field line backing out of play. Neither one of these teams have a problem with injuries, and Hodge has had a big year for the Dragons. He's the best pitcher. You put your best one out there in these situations, and it's just a case of nerves starting it off. And third pitch, foul straight back. The Junction City catcher couldn't find it, lost it up in the sky, which tends to happen in these morning games here.
Well, that sun, you know, just right overhead, and the sky's kind of got a hazy cloud cover here. Beautiful day, but I'm sure just lost that white ball, got lost in kind of a white sky right here, and wasn't able to get the out.
It's tough to pick up. I've seen SEC catchers lose the ball in that particular spot in these morning games, because, like you said, Derek, he is looking up straight into the sun, and it's easy to lose. Here we go, and swing and a miss. Maines goes down swinging, and there's the first out.
How about that? 3-0 and is able to battle his way back and get the first out of this game. So great pitching there by the junior Hodge as he's able to battle all the way back from 3-0 and get Maines on a nice pitch.
Now, we were talking about these are two of the teams that are as tradition-rich in Arkansas high school baseball as anybody. Junction City, longtime champions, and Woodlawn has come on here late, as we said, playing for their 4th straight title. Nick Maynard up now for the Bears. And takes the ball for the first pitch. Swing and a miss, that'll even the count. Both coaches, Woodlawn's Tommy Richardson has built a powerhouse there, and it took a few years, but he's got it rolling now.
Wow, he caught that outside corner. Great pitch there, and you know, is able to get ahead now on the number 2 batter.
1-2 the count, one away. Nick Maynard, the batter, swing and a miss, and there's the second strikeout.
Hodge has really settled in here, Andy. I mean, he, like we said, struggled a little bit at first, and the junior now has struck out 2 in a row, and 2 Ks now, and we'll see the number 3 hole and see if Woodlawn can get something going here in the first.
Well, after Hodge's first 3 pitches, he's only thrown 1 ball since then. Everything else has been a strike.
Yep.
And now he comes in with a curveball, and he's got the curve. He's locating curve now.
It's a very nice pitch.
Swing and a miss, and the Woodlawn batters are trying to get a handle on what he's doing. If he keeps throwing that big breaking ball, my guess is that inside line of the batter's box for right-handed batters is going to be gone by the end of the 3rd inning, because they've got to get in on it because it's breaking so far away from them. That one didn't break, didn't drop at all. Let go of that one a little high. It's 1-2 the count, 2 away. We're in the first inning, the 2A state championship game from Baum-Walker Stadium in Fayetteville. Swing and a miss, hit the catcher on the shoulder.
Well, as you saw there, West behind, expecting breaking ball there and just able to foul that off and hang in there. But nice pitch again. Went breaking ball, and then a fastball, and it took everything for Sam West just to stay in there and foul it off.
Sam West, the third baseman for the Bears at the plate. And there's another big breaking ball that he sort of swung in self-defense.
We've been talking about Hodge and the great pitching, but, that's Sam West right there battling back. He breaking ball, you're sitting in there and expecting fastball right before he pitches or curve, and so good hitting by West there to hang in there.
And Hodge tries the breaking ball again, and it goes high. He's got part of that pitch, part of one of his pitches he's struggling to get down. Yep. They're sailing high on him, and it's a mechanical thing that I'm sure they're going to be working on. And that goes high.
And that's, again, I think like you said there, he's missing high on that pitch. It's the third one at this at-bat. So hopefully for Junction City, he'll be able to hone that in later today, or hopefully soon, maybe after this inning, Coach can talk to him and get that down, because he's been very effective through two batters, and hopefully he can continue for Junction City.
Now, you're the color analyst. You're supposed to know what the pitcher's doing.
I know. I was not a pitcher, so therefore he would not want to take my advice.
That one's popped back and out of play. Y'all got a big enough budget for balls the way these things are bouncing out?
We're going to have to. Wilson's going to have to send some more for tomorrow.
Full count. Batter is Sam West, the Woodlawn third baseman. Keelan Hodge walks the first batter he's walked today.
How about that at bat from Sam West? I mean, he got down, saw some breaking balls, saw some fastballs, was able to hang in there, and then draws a walk. Great at bat from Sam West there. And now with two outs, they've got a runner on first. So our first base runner of the finals. So we'll see if Woodlawn can make something happen here with a runner on.
Now we'll see, can he keep that breaking ball, because this is something even college pitchers struggle with, is keeping the big breaking ball going out of the stretch. And he pops it up, a little infield fly that, moving over, the Junction City shortstop T.J. Bale makes the catch, and they are out of the top of the first inning. Junction City coming to bat. You are watching the Centennial Bank Arkansas High School Baseball Championships Class 2A.
Thank you for making Centennial Bank Forbes' best. Thank you for making Centennial Bank Forbes' best bank in America 2 years in a row. We serve our customers, communities, and families across 4 states from 159 branches comprised of a team of over 1,800 employees. Over the course of 20 years, we've built our assets to $15 billion, all stemming from one idea: putting you, the customer, first. Together, we are number one. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Centennial Bank is honored to be the corporate sponsor of the Arkansas Activities Association State Championship Games. Congratulations to the athletes, coaches, and parents for all the hard work and winning spirit that brought you to the championship. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Great sponsor for Arkansas High School Athletics. Been doing it a number of years now.
They are. They're a great partner, and you know, somebody that they really, everything from scholarships, they offer 10 scholarships, not to just athletes. They really try to find students from around the state that maybe are in fine arts and band, choir, just your really good students. And so they gave out 10. That awards banquet's at the end of May, so excited to give out $10,000 to those students.
Well, here in the Class 2A state championship, no score as Woodlawn got a runner on via a walk, and the first pitch coming up to the next guy was a little infield pop-up, and that'll bring Junction City up. And first up for the Dragons is going to be Bryce Ware, the catcher.
We'll go through the lineup real quick. Ware, Hodge, Smith, Huth, Bale, McClelland, Richard, Hodge, DeStotel, and Graves will be the lineup for Junction City today. And the pitcher for Woodlawn is Nick Maynard. We saw him strike out. He's the second batter for Woodlawn there in the top of the first.
Nick's got a big breaking ball that he's trying to get over, and I was watching him in warm-ups, and he was fighting to get control of it, and there he comes in with a strike there to even the count at 1-1. The wind's still coming out of the southwest, and if you can get around on a ball, if you're a right-handed batter, you can yank it over the left field fence. The wind will push it.
That breaking ball getting away from the catcher Garrett Cowart. Catcher Bryce Ware is the batter.
Maynard looks in. Comes with it again on that outside corner. They're both teams working the outside corner.
And they're getting it. You know, the home plate umpire's given that outside corner and been consistent through one here. And so if you're a pitcher, really take advantage of that.
Hitting.
Yep.
But I will say this. From the angle that I have here looking down on home plate, it is clipping the edge of the plate when it comes over.
It is.
I mean, it's not, he's not giving him any wiggle room outside. It's clipping the edge of the plate as it comes over. Now, if it's on the other side, you're going to have to make a best guess at it. Because
and I'm blocked too. I don't know what I'm going to be able to see.
I can't even see the plate over there.
No. We have a courtesy runner for Junction City. And Chase Wood will come run for the catcher Bryce Ware.
At the plate now, Keelan Hodge, the pitcher. So they lead off the order with the catcher and pitcher, which is unusual. You don't see very many catchers leading off.
I thought about that earlier when I saw it. It's very, very interesting.
Big breaking pitch. He can't get that one over the plate. A little bit outside to Hodge. There are two Hodges in the lineup, neither of which are related to me that I'm aware of.
You've got an S, right?
Yeah, I've got an S, but now here's the interesting thing, and anybody from Woodlawn knows this story. My dad is the youngest of 17 kids.
Oh, wow.
He is the only male that kept the S on the end of the name. All the rest dropped it.
Wow.
For what reason? I've heard many reasons over the years. And no two are alike.
Good.
And here goes the courtesy runner down to second and takes it with no problem.
So our first runner in scoring position of the day, as we see Chase Wood, who, like we said, is that courtesy runner, is now in scoring position for Junction City, and we're going to have a mound visit here by the catcher.
Now
Garrett Cowart.
This is the next to lowest classification in Arkansas high school baseball, so I doubt we'll see anybody in the bullpen. There'll be somebody from another position if they have changed pitchers. I don't even know why I looked down at the bullpen, just out of habit, I guess. Here's the pitch from Maynard, that big breaking ball, and he pulled it down the left field line, and it pulled it too much. See how far that ball traveled, and he hit that on a dead line. If he could straighten that out a little bit, it would be big news for Junction City. Maynard comes back 3-2. Maynard's got a very over-the-top delivery. And this one's hit out to center field, but it's not going to be a problem Woodlawn center fielder Nick Ward handles it, takes a couple of steps in, and just like that, the Bears have an out. And that'll bring to the plate for Junction City Jack Smith, the first baseman. Have we seen? We haven't seen a left-handed batter yet.
No, we have not.
That one right down the middle, but a changeup that Smith couldn't move.
Must have missed high.
Oh, did he call that a ball?
Yeah, it was a ball. I don't know
It had
where
to
he
be high because it was right down the middle.
Yeah, it was right down the middle.
He steps off the plate and everybody goes back and we reset.
The second baseman, Graves, kind of hanging over there towards second, trying to fool Wood. Keep him close to second at least.
That one was right down the middle too, but a ball too.
The third baseman.
He's coming in now.
I'm sure they're expecting, you know, obviously courtesy runner, you don't put a slow slow person as your courtesy runner. So I'm sure with one out, they're looking for Wood to possibly steal third. That's why they're trying to hold him on at second, keep him close at least.
There's a pop foul back out of play. I think that's about the third one we've had hit the roof here.
What a beautiful day for baseball, though. Nice, cool breeze, sunny day. I'm hoping tomorrow the forecast will change a little bit.
Well, all it's got to do is delay a little bit.
That's
and
right.
It usually does from the weather predictions. Usually whatever you see on the apps that give you the weather, you can add 3 to 4 hours.
Hopefully
Something
that's the
about
case
when it hits
tomorrow.
the mountains, it just kind of hangs up or stalls out for a little bit.
He misses low again.
But up here, the drainage is so good, unless it is a downpour.
Get in and out.
I mean, covering the Razorbacks like I do at every game, trust me, I've seen some games in some rain that I wouldn't have gone out in.
Wow, what a play.
Smith hits that one, and making a great play down at first base is the Woodlawn first baseman, Jonathan Bryant, diving and grabbing that one.
I hope our guys got that. That was an outstanding play just to get off his feet, dive, and make the catch. And how big is that to keep Wood on second base?
Yeah.
You know, you don't get him 90 feet closer. Able to dive and catch that, because let me tell you, if that gets by him, that's going in the right field corner.
That's a
one
run.
scoring, and he might have, it probably would have been an RBI double. So great play, like we said, by the first baseman, saving for sure a run for Woodlawn.
Because that wall in right field and left field is angled at a very peculiar angle, and I have seen some things turn into triples that could have been singles. This one hit the center field, and coming a long way and making the catch is Nick Ward, and the Bears get out of it with no damage, no runs, no hits, and it's 0-0 here at the end of one. The 2019 Centennial Bank Arkansas High School Baseball Championships, Class 2A.
Spring is in the air and it's time to hit the links. Jack Link Snacks.
West Arkansas is graduating, so a lot going on, an exciting time of year for obviously athletes.
Count will go full. This looks so much like a repeat